NBA Eastern Conference semifinals. It's Game 4, and one that could go down in the books. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg and our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. A look at Chicago. Well, down 2-1 in a desperate need of a win. They still haven't, though, Greg, found their groove in this series.
Yeah, they can't go down 3-1. Even with 2 of the last 3 games at home, that'd be a steep hill to climb.
It would.
They've got to have this one and treat this like a Game 7 tonight.
They need to. Now here's Rose. 5 to shoot. Count the basket.
And Rose proving already to be a relentless competitor. Excellent at finding ways to finish inside.
Now Heinrich. Outside Williams. Here he goes. Pass to Horford. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. And it's Smith missing.
Got what he wanted, but then blew the lay-in. He tricked that one.
And here's Rose. And he uses the glass on the layup. Rose has got his second bucket of the night.
You know, you can't let Rose get this close because when you do, he's going to cook you.
Smith with a screen on Rose. Johnson outside. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now here's Rose. Trying to find Boozer, and he does now. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on Josh Smith.
Boozer, quite the efficient scorer. A banger in the post, who also has a very solid and reliable mid-range shot.
And he makes the first. Both shots good from the stripe. Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. Here's Atlanta, and this group reaching a major milestone this season, notching their 50th win in their last game.
Hey, you love to ensure a winning season, and most NBA teams, even great ones, consider this a major accomplishment.
In the mid-range, Johnson is reliable and consistent. He knows these angles so well.
Outside Dan. Here's Rose. Good on the bucket. And that's now 6 points for Rose.
Look, you'll take that shot every time up the floor.
And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, I spoke with the head coach of the Hawks. His #1 goal is to prevent D. Rose from taking over. He said he's seen games with guys beat teams all by himself. Coach said if you can force the ball out of his hands and make others make plays, you have a shot. But it's tough to do. Kevin?
Thank you, David.
And surprisingly, a firm throwdown. And that's a little bit out of character, Kevin.
It is, Greg. You're right. He's got plenty of size to attack the basket, but rarely does.
Well, he certainly attacked it that time, but I mean, that's what they want to see more from him.
Here's Heinrich. After Chicago picking up a basket just moments ago. And he gets it to go.
You know, you're going to have success when you can start out shooting 80% from the game. So early offensively, they've been great. That's the way you like to start.
Now here's Boozer. Pass to Rose. Over Heinrich. And there's Derrick Rose on the assist by Boozer. Rose has got 8.
5 buckets without a miss. That's a fantastic start.
Heinrich outside. Back to Johnson. On the wing, Williams. Back to Johnson. It's stolen by Dang. Out to the right wing. Pass to Boozer. And here's Rose. Goes up to the stripe. And the Bulls tack on 2 more.
Boy, they need to ride him as far as he can take them because he is pedal to the metal right now.
Now here's Heinrich. Still yet to score. Here's Johnson. It's all in by the Bulls.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And Dang brings a lot to the table. I mean, a terrific defender, and he's very reliable as a scorer at all 3 levels.
And let's bring the check out the scoring breakdown here from Chicago.
People say the mid-range shot is dying, but so far in this one, that has not been the case for this team.
In addition to that, they've thrown their weight around inside tonight, too, thumping and bumping in the paint. A lot of their points have come from inside.
And that one falls for Dang.
You look across the league, so many games are won or lost at the foul line.
Dang hits them both. Here's Heinrich. Hasn't made one yet. Pass to Smith. Boozer with the defensive effort. The Bulls leading by 8. Now Bogans. 2 points. That one goes.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
And, you know, that involves pounding it inside, getting as many points as you can right at the rim. That demoralizes a team.
So it's the Hawks now. The Bulls getting the bucket. Rose with the ball. 10 points for him. He takes it in.
Answering the challenge of the defense and managing to get that shot off in time.
This is his first free throw of the game. That free throw, no good for the Hawks. Pachulia, he's checked in for Horford. Crawford comes in for Johnson. And it's Teagan for Kirk Heinrich. Second free throw, no good. Atlanta trails by 10. Down low. And then Smith with the dunk.
And Smith gets off the floor as quick as anybody, especially when he's got a lob on the way.
And here's Rose to the middle. It's tipped. Here's Boozer in the post. Covered by Smith. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
When you find yourself up double digits in the first quarter, you know you're doing something right.
Well, they're doing everything right. How about that? I mean, this could turn into a blowout very quickly.
Now, here's Teague. Drives to the hoop. And that one goes out of bounds. Ball's touched by Teague. And while we have a chance, let's now take a look at the NBA's season assist leaders. Derrick Rose is second.
And it seems like he's taking it on his shoulders to get every one of his teammates involved in the offense here in the postseason. What a passing display.
Brewer is checked in for the Bulls. The Bulls leading by 10. And so now the timeout taken by Tom Thibodeau. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. Atlanta on D. Boozer passes to Brewer. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Here's Dang, and he uses both hands to jam it in.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
Now here's Crawford. Still scoreless. Back to Williams. It's taken away by Brewer. In transition, here come the Bulls. Lets a floater go.
Terrific defense in the painted area.
And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. Here's Rose. 10 points for him. Now, here's Brewer. Back to Rose. Shot clock at 6.
And despite that miss, a strong start for them offensively.
Yeah, they're scoring with confidence, making them count in the early going.
Crawford's shot is good.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Now here's Rose. Pass to Noah. And here is Brewer, guarded by Crawford. Brewer passes to Boozer. Back to Brewer. And here's Rose outside. And Pachulia pulls it down. Atlanta trails by 10. Crawford drives in. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Personal foul.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
At the line for your Hawks, Jamal Crawford, taking 2 shots.
Shoot 2.
Free throw drops for Crawford. And so he hits both.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
And so it's Rose who brings the ball up for the Bulls. They're leading by 8. Outside Boozer. Back to Rose. And the rejection by Smith.
Always a talented defender. Smith staying active and isn't scared to go after the tough block.
Yeah, you know, he just took off in transition and gets there to finish off the fast break strong.
Here's Rose following the score by Jamal Crawford. He gets that one. Rose has got 12 points in the game.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possession.
Now, here's Teague. No scoring in this one. Here's Crawford. Noah with the block.
A defensive stalwart. Noah's length is what allows him to erase shots.
Chicago leading by 8. Pass to Rose. And there's the drive. There's Boozer over Smith. Excellent defense there from Smith. It's Crawford with the drive, and that one, good. That's now 8 points for Crawford. Crawford's gone 3 for 4 from the floor tonight. And so now the timeout taken by Tom Thibodeau. He's ready to talk things through with them.
You know, he could see his squad was losing momentum, losing steam. Smart timeout to let them catch their breath and reset.
And Atlanta will go for a different look here. Al Horford's checked in for Pachulia. Howell comes in for Josh Smith. Joe Johnson, he's checked in for Williams. And it's Heinrich in for Jeff Teague. Chicago also making some changes. Omer Ashe, he's checked in for Noah. Gibson comes in for Boozer. And it's Korver in for Luol Deng. Rose kicks to Gibson. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Outside Rose. 6 to shoot. This one for 3. Rebounded by the Hawks. Here's Crawford. He's got 8. Pass to Johnson. Heinrich, right side. Offensive rebound. Howell for 3. Comes out of the gate empty. He's 0 for 1.
I'm shocked that it didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Here's Brewer. Here's the 3. Horford with the rebound. 1:46 left here in the first quarter. Heinrich finds Horford. The rebound by Gibson. Chicago leading by 6. And it's Rose penetrating. Oh, and the jam by Rose.
And this is how lethal Rose can be on offense, and it's because of that high motor he possesses.
1:19 left in the first. And Johnson with the stop.
Good awareness that time by him. I like when he gets it to his open teammates. Keep your eyes and head up.
Pass to Brewer. Now here's Gibson. Back to Brewer. Fires from 14. And it's Gibson that time on the assist by Brewer.
From that in-between range, they've been the much better team.
Well, when you knock down jumpers like that, it opens everything else up as well.
Now here's Johnson. He has 6. Pass to Horford. Tries to keep it alive. Back to Johnson. Crawford outside. .32 seconds left in the first quarter. Off target at the rim. Now here's Rose, guarded by Heinrich. Rose scanning the floor. Rebound, Atlanta. Pass to Johnson. Over Gibson. Off target with the free throw line, Jay. What a performance for Derrick Rose. He has been the story for the Chicago Bulls. He totaled 14 points in the quarter. He's given them all the offense they need right now. We'll get right back to the action when we return. You are back with us live as we bring you continuing coverage of the Eastern Conference semifinals. And from what we've seen so far from the Bulls, what's your take?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside. Well, they count on big-time production from him at the offensive end.
Now Watson, and he drives in. It's taken away by Smith. Throws it up high, and the dunk by Smith.
I tell you what, they won't be down for long if they can get some more early offense like that.
And so it's Watson who will bring it up for Chicago. They've held a 12-point lead early. Boozer is screen on Teague. Watson. Excellent defense there from Smith.
He's hard to stop once he gets to the rim. That's great defense right there.
Kept alive. Wilkins kicks to Johnson. Teague with the ball. He has yet to score. Stolen by Bogans. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. Watson, the pass to Day. Outside Gibson. Pass to Boozer. Clock at 6. Good. Nice job down low. Boozer's got his second bucket of the night.
With his build and touch, Boozer can be lethal inside. What a strong finish.
Teague, the pass to Smith. And that comes off the assist by Jeff Teague.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
And it's Gibson finishing it off.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
The Bulls leading by 6. To the inside. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Damian Wilkins. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. And Gibson kicks to Bogan. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Dang. Over Wilkins. Collins grabs the miss. For Atlanta, they've gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Johnson surveying the floor. Johnson draws it up. Teague with a clean look. Buries it from 3-point range. Teague's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Watson, the pass to Gibson. Ball's knocked loose and stolen by Jeff Teague. Inside, trying to find Smith. He's got it now. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other.
Man, I tell you what, guys, that's a big play to make in a close game. Potential momentum builder there.
Watson's shot is good.
And I like that they're not settling. Getting the ball on the interior, 8 of their last 10 coming that way.
Sometimes you just got to man up and take a tough foul in order to stop these free runs to the rim.
Now here's Teague. Wilkins wide open, and he fired. That's good, and so Teague with the assist. Teague's got 6 assists in the game. And Chicago's shooting has been outstanding in this game at 58%. And so now the timeout taken by Tom Thibodeau. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Pachulia, he's checked in for Collins. Horford comes in for Josh Smith. Williams, he's checked in for Wilkins. And it's Crawford in for Joe Johnson. And the Bulls will go for a different look here. Joakim Noah is checked in for Boozer. Korver comes in for Luol Deng. Brewer is checked in for Keith Bogans. And it's Rose in for C.J. Watson. And Noah with the slam.
And this is how aggressive Noah can be. When he senses an opportunity to finish it, he goes for it.
And here's Crawford. He's got 8. Outside Williams. Outside Teague. Fires for 3. Another 3 for Atlanta.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
Here's Rose. He's got 14. Pass to Brewer. Outside Rose. Going inside. No good. Great D that time from Teague. Hawks have gone 7 of 9 in their field goal attempts here in the second quarter. Pretty good offense. Count that one.
Yeah, and they're starting to warm up from the field this quarter.
adding to their lead. And you see that field goal percentage for the game steadily heading north.
Here is Corver following the score by Jamal Crawford. Rose against T. Rose, good.
Boy, this is peak Rose at his best, an attacking, slashing guard who breaks down the defense easily.
And Teague's got the ball here for Atlanta. They won their last game. That was Thursday night.
And the bench turned up in that one. Whatever they couldn't get from their starters, they got from the reserves.
Well, you know, you hear about the importance of having depth all the time, bench players that contribute. In last game, their bench came alive.
Here's Gibson following the score by Jamal Crawford. And Brewer kicks to Gibson. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Rose. Rebound by the Hawks. Crawford outside. Jacks up a 3. It's rebounded by Noah. Noah's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Rose. Pass to Gibson. Now Brewer. Here's Rose. The shot is good off the backboard. And that's now 18 points for Rose.
And that's a confident stroke from Rose. He has potential to be dangerous as a scorer.
Teague, the pass to Crawford. Over Brewer. Crawford, no luck. The Bulls have gone 6 of 10 from the floor here in the second quarter. That doesn't go either for Rose. The Atlanta shooting certainly a key for them in this one. 55% from the field. Teague. Nice D from Rose. The Bulls trailing. Now here's Brewer. Scoreless thus far. And he banks in the layup.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
And here's a timeout from Larry Drew now. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. So for the Hawks, Josh Smith, he's checked in for Pachulia. Johnson comes in for Williams. And it's Heinrich in for T. Chicago also making some changes. Boozer comes in for Taj Gibson. And it's Dang in for Kyle Korver. There's Crawford with the 3. Joakim Noah grabs the miss. Noah's got his 6th rebound on the night. Dang dishes to Rose. Over Heinrich. And it goes out of bounds. That one is off Smith. Here's a peek at the 2K leaderboard with the list of the top rebounders in this year's playoffs. Second, Joakim Noah.
He's dialed up his rebounding here in the postseason. There's something about the big games that bring out the best in him.
Brewer, the pass to Rose. And here's Boozer. Now Brewer, guarded by Crawford, to the right side. Pass to Boozer.
That's how you play deep.
Second chance effort. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. Boozer's got 4 points in the quarter.
And there's a lot of strength behind Boozer's game, so the inside contact won't deter him.
And they call an illegal screen here.
And already his 3rd foul. It's got to be time to get him out of there probably until the 3rd quarter.
The Bulls leading by 3. Here's Rose. 18 points for him. Here's Dang. Leaves it up and in off the pretty assist. 8 points for Luol Deng.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Pass to Crawford. Now Horford. It's good. He scores. That's his first basket after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
And that's Horford for you. I mean, that's what he does. He's a guy who brings toughness and great concentration to what he does in the paint.
Now here's Rose with the drive. Kirk Heinrich with the rebound.
He's had a hard time finding his shot this quarter.
On the wing, Jamal Crawford. And finished off by Horford.
Horford showing you that he knows a little bit about elevation. Big fella bouncing to the rack.
Outside Rose. Crawford against Noah. Pass to Rose. Count it. Good. Rose has got 20 points.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Now here's Crawford. He's got 12. Smith sets the pick for Johnson. Lock at 6. Back to Smith. That one falls. Coming off the Johnson feet. Johnson's got his 3rd assist on the night.
And when Smith's in rhythm, he can become so difficult to stop. And right now, he's got his foot on the gas.
And so now the timeout taken by Tom Thibodeau. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. We've got 1:28 left in the first half of the game. Rose kicks to Brewer. Dang up top. 8 points for him. Yep, it counts. Dang's got 4 this quarter.
Yeah, quick trigger. And from that range, if he senses the defenders have backed off, forget about it.
Heinrich passes to Johnson. 59 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Stolen by Noah. And Luol Deng gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Excellent example of toughness and physicality on defense. Got his nose right in the middle of things and made a play.
Joe Johnston on the way. He's covered by Deng. Goes up from the top of the key. Shot by Johnson, no good.
Yeah, but the hand in the face, it's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one on Horford. The Bulls have shot 67% from the line tonight, going 4-6. Free throw good from Luol Deng. He makes 1 of 2 that time.
In lots of games, free throws are the difference. You never want to leave points at the line. And whenever Smith gets the opportunity to attack the rim, he's going to take it.
And it's Rose with the ball for the Bulls. The 3 doesn't go that time. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Bulls out front. They lead by a bucket. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter. And we're back for more exciting action from the Eastern Conference semifinals. A fantastic game from Derrick Rose in this one.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
And we welcome you back to Game 4 on 2K Sports. Heinrich outside. Johnson wide open. He fires. And it's good off the back rim and in. Johnson's got the first field goal of the second half for the Hawks. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
And you can tolerate gaps like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
The Hawk shooting has been just great so far, up at 56%. Heinrich a screen on deck. Johnson the pass to Horford. Over Noah. Horford no luck. The Bulls shooting so far very efficient all around, about 55%. Dang with the bucket.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
Now, here's Johnson. Smith inside, working on Boozer. Smith, no good.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Hawks have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Here's Horford. Rebound by the Bulls. Noah's got double-digit rebounds now in the game.
Just 1 for 4 thus far. They have not found their rhythm this half.
Here are the NBA's top scorers during this postseason as shown on the 2K leaderboard. Number 5 is Joe Johnson.
And he's taken off on a tremendous scoring streak at the perfect time. I mean, obviously, he's established himself as a premier playoff performer.
Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw missing. He hits the second from the line. Third quarter of basketball, about a minute and a half in. Johnson against Dang. Johnson with the bounce pass. Stolen by Noah. Here's Bogans. Pass to Noah. Some nice ball movement here by the Bulls. Here's Boozer. Rebound, Atlanta. Smith's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. To the paint. Here's Horford. Nice D from Dang.
He's trying to get himself into a rhythm, but at what expense?
Now Bogans. Right wing. Floats one, and it's Rose. This time the assist by Bogans. Rose has got 22.
You know, how about the touch right there, guys? I mean, when Rose gets a chance to go with the floater, he takes advantage of it.
Heinrich against Rose. Heinrich dishes to Johnson. To the middle. 5 on the clock. And Smith with the stop.
And when you put up numbers like he is in this one, you'll get some recognition.
Bogans passes to Boozer. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Here's Rose. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Rose has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Boy, you look at Rose, and you just love the imagination he brings to his offensive game. You know, this guy's constantly pushing the boundaries of his basketball ability. He was wide open. That missed clearly on him.
Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Outside Boozer. And again, it's Derrick Rose. Now it's a 7-point Bulls lead.
You know, this is what Rose does best to me, guys. A scorer who attacks on offense with unbridled ferocity.
Outside, Horford. Pass to Williams. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two.
That's one way to get yourself to the line.
The Atlanta shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night.
Williams, 2 shots.
First one falls for him.
And I love the versatility Williams brings to the court. And not just at the offensive end. He can fill different roles on D as well.
And so he makes both from the line.
He's a big guy with a soft stroke from the charity stripe. You love to see that.
Rose dishes to Boozer, and Kirkheinrich picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Boozer with it. He's got 8. Shot clock at 6. Rose gets a wide open look. Rebound, Atlanta.
Letting him have that from mid-range. The defense dodged the bullet there.
And Heinrich gets it to go.
He plays mostly the 1, but he's 6'4", so that's a little tall for a point guard, and it helps Heinrich down low.
Outside Rose. Here's Boozer. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Boozer's got 10 points in the game.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
And here's a timeout from Larry Drew now. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guy. Johnson outside. And the foul called on Joe Johnson. That's his first foul.
You know, he's got to take care of the ball much better than he has been. By himself, he's accounted for 4 turnovers. That's way too many.
The Atlanta making some changes. Pachulia, he's checked in for Horford. Powell comes in for Smith. And it's Teague in for Kirkheinrich. Omer Asik, he's checked in for Chicago. Watson comes in for Rose. And so now the timeout taken by Tom Thibodeau. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out.
You know, he recognized his players were fatigued and needed to catch their breath. Those guys were cooked out there.
And stolen by Williams. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Back to Powell. Outside Teague. Pass to Johnson. Shot clock at 5. Over Boozer. The Hawks again can't hit. The Bulls leading by 5. Here is Bogut. And here's Asik. Dang finds Asik. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. Watson for 3. Powell pulls it in. It's Teague with the ball, but he brings it up for Atlanta. Powell with the screen. Teague, the pass to Powell. And the dunk by Powell.
That's where Powell likes to operate, right at the rim.
The Bulls have gone 5 of 9 on field goal attempts since halftime. Outside Dang. Pass to Washit. Here's Boozer, guarded by Powell. Back to Washit. Just 5 to shoot. Dang dishes to Washit. Boozer kicks to Dang. Watson, that's for 2. And again, no good by Chicago.
Well, I like the defense there. Right up in his grill, didn't give him a chance.
Here's Williams, and the slam by Williams.
Just a taste of Williams' crazy hops there.
Now, here's Watson. Teague covering. Pass to Watson. And here's Boozer, guarded by Powell. Shots good by Boozer.
This is what they were hoping to get from him tonight. Solid performance.
Atlanta trails by 3. Now, here's Teague. He's got 6. Johnson outside. To the inside. Pachulia, good. Pachulia's got his first basket.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Now, here's Watson. Defense right on him. Dang finds Watson. Pachulia against Dang. It's good, and Watson picking up the assist. Watson's got 3 assists now in this one. Now Teague. And here's a timeout from Larry Drew now. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes.
Every timeout, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
And I agree. I think there's going to be a new wrinkle in their game plan when they come out of this timeout.
And Atlanta will go for a different look here. Al Horford's checked in for Powell. Damian Wilkins comes in for Marvin Williams. Jamal Crawford, he's checked in for Joe Johnson. And it's Heinrich in for Teague.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
Now here's Rose. 26 points for him. And Noah with the slam.
Boy, it's hard to replace enthusiasm. It can take you so far, and the passion Noah plays with, hustling on the offensive glass, scrappy on the defensive end as well. He's fun to watch.
Here's Heinrich. Crawford with the ball. Right side Horford. Stolen by Noah. On the wing, Korver. Guarded by Heinrich. Deflects the pass. Left side Gibson. Outside Rose. Lays it up and banks it in. And now a 5-point Chicago lead.
You didn't think Rose would back down from some contact now, did you guys? Playing with a high level of intensity.
Pass to Horford. Wilkins surveying the defense. Wilkins setting the pick for Crawford. That's his 6th field goal today, and that makes him now 6 for 11.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
And Gibson kicks to Rose. Pulls up, high post, and he knocks down the jumper. Rose has got 30 points.
Well, decision-making is something Rose is really good at. Excellent at reading the defense and then exploiting the pick and roll.
Heinrich outside. Here's Crawford. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And now, let's give you a look at the players who have stood out at taking high percentage shots in the playoffs. Josh Smith on top. Joakim Noah 4th.
And they've both been extremely hot from the floor. Great timing on their part to get it going in the postseason.
And that one falls for Jamal Crawford. That one misses. Bulls leading by 4.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Pass to Brewer. Takes the 13-footer. And the Bulls tack on 2 more. And here's a timeout from Larry Drew now. Coach needs a moment to talk things over.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
And, I think he's going to tell them simply, we have to show more fight on the interior. That's the top priority right now.
Heinrich outside. Horford with the screen on Rose. Heinrich passes to Horford. Goes straight to the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. That's on Joakim Noah.
They say you can't run away from the DNA, and Al Horford's dad, Tito, played a little while in the NBA as well. You can see evidence of that in Al's game.
And Al Horford no good on that one.
Al Horford is a really high IQ big guy. I mean, he also does a little bit of everything for this team. He's extremely valuable.
All right, well, look at how the points have been generated so far. Scoring breakdown for the Bulls.
Well, for me, when you can convert this many times in the paint, I think that's a sign that your offense is really in a healthy state.
And also, they took advantage of their quickness, got inside and blew through the open lanes. Great job of attacking the paint.
The first one falls.
Tell you what, you've got to get to Korver right away. This guy has unlimited range and a lightning quick release.
All free throws good from Korver. 1:36 left to play here in the third. Here's Crawford. 15 points in the game. Left side, Horford. 6 to shoot. The shot that time, not on target. Great D that time from Gibson. Outside Korver. Shoots the 3. Al Horford with the rebound. Atlanta trails by 6. Here's Crawford. And a great assist by Heinrich as that one goes in. 17 points for Jamal Crawford.
That's a gimme right there. That's exactly what you want.
Rose attacking, and the layup's good off the glass.
Well, his scoring has helped them build and sustain this lead. Now he's trying to close it out.
Heinrich outside. Crawford up top. Lets it fly. Rebounded by Korver. The Bulls leading by 6. Out to the right wing. Over to the left wing. Gibson finds Brewer. Korver against Crawford. Noah with a screen for Rose. Down low and stolen by Horford. Here's Crawford. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on Kyle Korver.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
And that one falls for Crawford. And so Jamal Crawford nails both of them. Here's Rose with 1 on the clock, and the last second attempt does not go in for him. What a performance for Derrick Rose. He has been the story for the Bulls. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. Back to the action in just a minute. And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Now Bogans. Pass to Watson. Collins with some nice D.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
Williams. Crawford outside. And the rebound goes to Boozer. Boozer's got 6 rebounds here tonight. The Bulls leading by 4. Here is Bogans. Pass to Watson. Inside. It's stolen by Smith.
That was clearly a forced pass. There was no room for him to make it.
Hawks passing it around. Teague against Boozer. A nice shot by Teague. Teague's got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for Atlanta. Watson surveying the D. Screen by Asik. To the middle. Inside shot, and the rejection by Smith. Teague bounce pass, the drive by Smith, and Smith with the stop.
And it's official. They have come all the way back. At one point, this thing seemed to be out of reach.
I did not think they had enough clock to get all the way back, but here they are. And now they've got to feel like they're in control of this thing.
Here's Teague. After Chicago picking up a basket just moments ago. Crawford outside. Collins trying to break free. Crawford's shot is good. Crawford's got 9 points here in the second half.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
And the foul called on Jamal Crawford. That'll be his second foul of the game. Bogans kicks to Boozer. Pass to Dang. Here's Boozer, down to 5 on the shot clock. Offline with the baseline jumper. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Here's Crawford. A miss that time, would have put him up. The Bulls have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Bogans can't get it to go. Hawks have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. And Teague, here we go.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
And it just forces the defense to pay more attention to him, guys, which we know can open up things for others.
Outside Boozer. Gets that one to fall. That's his 6th field goal. He has shot the ball 12 times.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Any lull in the action so far has been short-lived because there have been nothing but buckets in this one.
And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Bulls have gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. Watson dishes to Boozer. It's good, and Watson picking up the assist. Boozer's got 4 points now in the quarter.
A guy that usually likes to work in close. Boozer noticed the soft coverage and able to knock that one down from the mid-range.
Now here's Teague. At the elbow, Smith. And it's slammed in by Smith.
And putting some power behind it. Nicely done.
Here is Watson. Outside Dang. Has to wash it to the wing right side. Dang with it. He's picked up by Collins. Shot clock at 6. Bogans kicks to Watson. Puts it up. Rebound Atlanta. Smith's got 7 rebounds in the game. Teague can't hit. The Bulls shooting in the fourth quarter has looked shabby, 38%. And the call will be against Jeff Teague. That is his first foul of the game for the Hawks. Pachulia, he's checked in for Collins. Horford comes in for Smith. And it's Johnson in for Jamal Crawford. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group. Joakim Noah, he's checked in for Asher. Gibson comes in for Carlos Boozer. Kyle Korver, he's checked in for Keith Bogans. And Derrick Rose is subbed in for C.J. Watson.
Working over that medium range area.
And it's Teague with the ball, but he brings it up for the Hawks. Giving up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. Pachulia sets a screen for Teague. Outside Williams. Lock at 6. To the paint. Here's Horford. And finished off by Horford.
Making his presence felt at the rim.
Bulls have gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth. 4 of 9. Rose passes to Gibson. Back to Rose. Noah with a screen on Teague. Here's to Noah. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Love seeing Noah seek out his offense, attracting the D's attention there in the process.
2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good.
And how about that quiet confidence with which Noah plays? A long, skilled defender who also chips in occasionally on the offensive end.
He's perfect from the line this time. For Atlanta, they've gone 6 of 9 on their field goal attempts since the start of the fourth quarter. Pass to Johnson to take the lead, and that comes off the assist by Jeff Teague.
And Johnson, just great touch from outside. Love how quick that release is.
Dang goes in. The shot's good.
And they've worked the ball around so well tonight for those quality looks from mid-range.
Well, it's interesting. The defense continues to back off, expecting them to attack the rack. But they just continue to pull up and knock down those mid-range jumpers.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
The moment that Joe Johnson steps on the court, he's got one thought: buckets.
At the line for Atlanta, Joe Johnson. 2 shots.
That's good from Johnson.
And Joe Johnson is an incredibly gifted scorer. They call him ISO Joe. He can beat anyone one-on-one.
Both good from the line that time. And here's Korver. Outside Gibson. pass to Rose from 17 feet out, and Pachulia pulls it down. Pachulia's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Pachulia with the screen on deck. Here's Johnson. Atlanta again missing. For Chicago, they've gone 5 of 11 from the field in the 4th quarter. Now here's Gibson. Some nice ball movement here by the Bulls. 6 on the shot clock. Korver attacking, and he converts the layup.
And with Korver, he's worked hard on all facets of his game. It's about being more than just a three-point gunner.
Atlanta making some changes. Josh Smith, he's checked in for Pachulia. Crawford comes in for Marvin Williams. And it's Heinrich in for T. Then for the Bulls, Carlos Boozer's checked in for Gibson. And it's Brewer in for Kyle Korver. And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Hey, guys. Well, the Hawks coach had some words for his team during the last time out. His emphasis was for more effort on the defensive end. He said, we have to do a better job of communicating and helping each other out. They're getting too many easy looks. Let's make it hard on them. Kevin, they're going to have to if they're going to slow down the hot shooting of their opponent.
Thanks so much, David. And so Crawford will bring it up for the Hawks. They trail by 1. Left side, Horford. Smith outside. Heinrich finds Crawford. Atlanta needs to get off a shot here. Over Brewer. Brewer with the rebound.
Atlanta foul. Jamal Crawford. 3rd personal foul. 5th team foul. At the line for the Bulls, Ronnie Brewer. 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
That one is off.
You know, it's been a bad day for them at the line today as a whole, and far too often, that's the case for this team.
Good on the second free throw.
He missed a chance to put him up by 3. You know he'd like to have that one back.
Now, here's Johnson. Chicago grabs the miss. Noah's got his 16th rebound on the night. Dang finds Brewer. Driving the lane to the inside. Boozer. That miss puts him at 53% shooting tonight. 8 for 15. Dang against Johnson. Heinrich outside. Back to Johnson. 6 to shoot. Over Dang. The Hawks again can't hit.
And the fadeaway was the only option he had on that one. Defender there all over.
On the wing, Brewer. Rose against Heinrich. Rose goes in, and it's off. The Hawks have got a pretty good rhythm going offensively, shooting 8 of 15 for the quarter.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
That's exactly when you need to be aggressive. You know that. I mean, another good job, though, of drawing contact and getting to the free throw line.
And the first one at the line is good.
And the word is out on Josh Smith being a gifted dunker. But that really speaks to his overall athleticism. He can run, and he'll do whatever it takes to get the best of you.
Smith hits them both. Brewer with the ball. Rose in the post, guarded by Heinrich. It misses. Crucial possession with time ticking down.
Yeah, an opportunity to take the lead on this possession.
Oh, and a fast break for the Bulls. Pulls up, and the shot goes in. Here's Johnson. 1:58 left in the game. That one misses.
Nothing's going his way since the horn. I mean, looks like he used up all his mates in the last quarter.
Cleaves it in off the window. The Atlanta trails by 4. Now Johnson. And looks like the illegal kick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
And just a loss of concentration there. And they're going to pay for it with the over and back.
Yeah, clearly an unforced mistake there. You got to keep your head in the game and tighten that handle.
On the wing, Dang. Covered by Johnson. Pocket 6. And he misses the J.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over-anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. Just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots.
Boozer is screen on Crawford. Johnson against Dang.
Hard work rewarded inside. Love to see that.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. Second of 2 is good. That makes it a 3-point lead. So it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Hawks. 41 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Tries it from 19. The shot is off. They'll be trying to take as much time off the clock as they can.
Exactly. Expect to see longer possessions from this point on.
Rose against Heinrich. Oh, what a finish!
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
Time call here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. They're behind by 5. What do you think we're going to see coming out of this timeout?
Yeah, trying to get back in this thing, they need a score.
Yeah, and they need it hiccup fast. I mean, they'll be drawing up a quick hitter in the huddle here, no doubt.
Let's lose a 3. No good.
And every miss finds its way to his hands. What an impressive performance.
Tell you what, those are crazy numbers, guys. I mean, believe me, I was a good rebounder in my day. It is not easy to corral that many boards in one night.
So the Bulls win it. This was a crucial game for them, tying up the series at 2 apiece, Greg. A huge accomplishment.
And this series, I think, hinged on who picked up Game 4, Kevin. I mean, now it's a 3-game series, and anything can happen.
That'll do it for this broadcast of the NBA Eastern Conference semifinals. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by